In the modern world, information technology plays a crucial role. IT provides the various advantages for all the other fields, such as education, business, and politics. IT systems are tightly coupled to each and every individual's day-to-day life. However, this also means that if something goes wrong in these information systems, a large audience gets affected from the consequences. Such problems can be either accidental or intentional. Unfortunately, from the recent popularity of cases like software piracy, data theft, and unannounced unemployment monitoring, it is becoming clear that fraction of intentional act is increasing day by day. Clearly, IT-related professionals would be held responsible for failures in IT systems. This raises questions about the professionalism in IT-related individuals. What makes someone a professional? What what comes to our mind is things like high competence, working experience, certificates, and educational background. Yes, these are essential characteristics of an expert. But still, there is a key factor differentiating an expert from a professional, which is the set of moral values and moral and ethical values. Sadly, IT is one domain where there are plenty of experts, but professionalism among them is subjective. There are codes of ethics or codes of conduct for IT professionals published by different professional bodies. British Computer Society, Australian Computer Society, and IEEE are the three main such codes of conduct. Professionals should have general ethics, but in addition to that, they should have obligations generated from the responsibilities, their professional work and relationship with clients, employers and other professionals and community. Compared to other fields of ethics in computer professionals is very young, but it has a rapid growth. Ethics in IT field has many sub-areas. Emerging of new sub-areas and development of existing sub-areas are the major reasons for rapid growth of computer ethics. Unlike other fields, ethical obligation of computer professionals go beyond obeying to law of regulation. This situation occurs due to the rapid development in technology compared to laws. Development in technology creates new abilities which do not have laws regarding their best practices or which make existing law inadequate. Other difference is non-sufficiency of acting ethically to solve issues faced by computer professionals. Compared to other fields, most of the issues of IT fields are ethically and technically complex. Therefore, computer professionals should use proper skills to obtain reasonable ethical decision in addition to act ethically. Responsibilities of computer professionals go beyond competent creation. Computer professionals have ethical obligation to make good faith efforts to protecting public at work in addition to competent creation. Fields of IT is relatively new with less than 40 years of existing knowledge. Most of the IT related code of conduct have not yet undergone interpretation and analysis as much as those in the other fields. When a professional has to make a choice between competing values such as project goal and organizational ethics, we call it an ethical dilemma. Often we see sequence of chain dilemmas which cause more damage than single dilemma. Professional bodies have not been able to successfully address these issues by coming up with unambiguous code of conduct that are universally applicable for organization and individuals. As a result, professionals tend to ignore such codes, which would eventually cause financial, political, and legal repercussions. These behaviors, if continued, can go beyond unethical practices and stray into criminal activities. Sometimes it is difficult to distinguish the line between unethical behavior and outright crime. A professional might engage in criminal activities without realizing it by simply ignoring the code of conduct as a professional. such as not conducting a proper testing before releasing their product. Many such cases end up in court seeking legal system to settle issues due to the lack of ability in interpretation of the ethical code of conduct in the computer field. But even in Sri Lanka, the law is limited to certain cases like Computer Crime Act. Destruction of Ariane 5 rocket in 1996 and loss of the Mars Climate Orbiter in 1999 are two famous catastrophes resulting from malpractices and misconduct in software engineering. Inadequate attention to software development guidelines and best practices, lack of communicational transparency, and bad project management lie behind such disputes. Unlike typical ethical IT case studies, real-world cases are quite ambiguous and complex. An ERP system integration company was successfully sued by one of its clients due to failure to adhere to the terms of ACM IEEE Software Engineering Code of Ethics and Professional Practice. History provides examples of cases where IT personnel and organizations have been convicted of criminal charges on account of their unethical behavior and negligence of conduct. The suit against AOL, American Online, where the company was accused of deceptive trade practice and violation of computer tampering law and sued for criminal negligence. It was revealed that AOL was aware of this problem but did not attempt to fix it. As a result, the court ruled that AOL pay up to $1,000 for each of the 8 million people who had already downloaded version 5. However, a more pressing issue is the proliferation of pirate activities among students and undergraduates in the field, as suggested by multiple surveys such as one targeting on a set of Finnish universities students where over 33% of the respondents simply regarded unauthorized copying of software as acceptable. It is believed that moral principles and ethical behavior should be taught in order for someone to be established in a particular profession. In addition, teaching of ethics for computer professionals is important due to the fast growth of availability of digital devices and accessible data, reducing the barrier of unethical activities. The changing nature of the industry making understanding of what is ethical and what is unethical tricky in a lot of scenarios. It has been found that ethical awareness of professionals change significantly based on the university they graduated from. This clearly shows the importance of effective teaching of computer ethics. Studies have identified few major areas to address this via building reasoning capabilities among the undergraduates. Some of them are teaching of responsibility of the computer professionals and basic elements and skills of ethical and social analysis. Further research has identified two main approaches for teaching computer ethics in undergraduate programs. In the integrated approach, computer ethics are taught in all levels in undergraduate programs. The other focuses on teaching computer ethics as a stand-alone module. Even though the integrated approach requires considerably higher effort for the faculties and requires good coordination, researchers favor this approach over the standalone module.